You're listening to The Feel Better Show, brought to you by The Hockey Sweater. It's The Feel Better Show! This is Feel Better with The Feel Better Show. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, hits me, it's Phil Better. I'm back on the side, this side of the pond at least, because before I was on another side of the pond. And, of course, with me as always is the tubularly fantastic master of the dark arts himself, Mr. L on movies.
What am I, a freaking magician or something?
Looks like it. I'm going with it. Al? How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. You? Actually, I want to ask you something.
All right.
Really quick, because I've decided.
Should I jump on my camera or should we stay?
No. Here, because the thing is, I've decided I'm going to grow a mustache. If you see right here, there's a goatee and a mustache.
Yeah, I like the little bit underneath, and I noticed the mustache. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm still trying. I'm gonna clean cut here.
You're gonna stay clean and just keep kind of like a mini goatee.
But seeing that you have a beard,
a luscious beard,
and a mustache, like how do you kind of fill it out? I kind of need information on this because I would like to actually grow this mustache and actually look good. And seeing that you are the proprietor of looking good with a beard and a mustache, I figured I might as well ask your expertise.
It's fine. My expertise on growing a mustache and a beard. Shaving, I shaved a lot when I was younger, and then I let it grow, shave. Yeah, you unfortunately suffer from, it's going to sound racist, but the Asian genes.
Son of a bitch.
Look, I have yet to see an Asian man with a full beard. Wait, you know what? I'm going to Google this right now.
Because the thing is if you, I'm not, don't focus on this, but like I can grow a Fu Manchu if I wanted to. I just don't want to. But the thing is like I've been getting a lot of comparisons at work today that I look Mexican. Which is that?
Oh, excuse me. I just found a whole bunch of pictures of some really, actually, dude, some of these Asian dudes
can grow a beard.
Yeah, they look it's more of a stubbly beard.
Okay.
Hold on. Like one of them has like a full on like better beard than me. Like I'm looking at a picture right now of a guy. Look at this guy. He has a better beard than I do.
Can you see this?
Yeah, got it.
See, actually, this is what I want. I want this beard and mustache. Like here, like
you can do it. What happens when you do grow the beard?
Well, it just becomes stubbly and stuff. Like I would like to grow it full on. Like
okay, you have to get past the stubble part.
Yeah.
So I have my hair.
Because again, I look Mexican right now, right? Like
Ese Rio. So my beard is it's been compared to straw.
Okay, here, let's take a look at your beard.
All right, let's throw back to me.
Yeah.
Beard right here. It's a straw beard. Just like my hair, you can't shape it. So I just like growing it out. I miss when it was nice and bushy.
Like ZZ Top bushy.
Yeah, it was.
Attempt.
Hold on. I think I have a picture that I'm
of a beard of
the bushy beard.
Bushy beard.
Like right here. Like is that on screen? Can't tell.
Yeah, that's the Santa Claus beard.
Yeah. So I had a great Santa Claus beard. Like it was gorgeous.
It's a beard that you were trapped on an island for 4 years.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. That's what I want.
That so my
not
normal
ginger
beard,
color, of course, but
obviously.
Yeah.
But this right here, I think last time I shaved it off, it took, this is about 3 months.
Okay.
Of just like staying with because you, at one point you look like a friggin' hobo.
Okay.
Like you will look like a hobo. You
That's
have
fine.
No choice,
I don't.
'cause
You know
have
what?
to get past that painful period. It's like growing out your hair long.
Yeah.
After you have it short for so long,
Yeah.
you get to that point where it's
Hippie.
like it's a mess, and you look disheveled and you look horrible. But you know, if you just like another month of this, you'll get onto the other side where you can like at least put it into a little mini man bun or something.
Look, let's just be real. There's nothing going on with my life right now, so I can go through the pains of whatever I need to go through to have a full beard, mustache. That's the goal, And
You can do it.
Yeah, I know I can do it. It's just, am I committed to do it? Because I just had a like a little FaceTime with my nephew yesterday, and he doesn't like the beard. So that's another thing I have to go through is the criticism with my niece and with my family.
So my family doesn't like it when I have my long beard.
Okay.
I like it. I think what it is, they don't like the unkemptness of it.
Okay.
But you have to go through the unkemptness to get to the perfect length where you can then do the cutting of it and making it trim and nice.
If you were willing to, would you try to pull off the ZZ Top look?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm willing to go. Because I've always wanted a beard that comes mid-chest.
Okay.
Where I can probably braid it.
Okay.
Like full-on Viking, like Fat Thor. Fat Thor
I figured you were going to say something like that.
Like, I would love to have a beard, a nice, big, full beard, where you can get, there's different, like, you can have a couple braids in there, and it still looks, like, awesome.
Gotcha.
But it takes time. And you have to deal with the criticism of getting it that long, because if not, it's going to be...
At this point, don't be surprised if I shave it all off next week.
Yeah, next week. Al, what happened to your stash? Listen.
I gave up.
I gave up.
I want to look like a baby again. Because without this, I look like a baby.
Yeah, you actually, it does kind of suit you. Yeah, and you unfortunately do look a little Mexican.
Yeah, well, I don't mind.
Yeah,
but then people are going to be like, well, no, sorry, I'm Filipino.
Yeah, you correct them. No, I'm Asian.
Pare. Pare means brother. I can't pronounce my R, but anyways.
I can't pronounce ours. Yeah. Dude, I
can you say roll up the rim to win?
Roll up the rim to win.
I can't even do that.
Damn. I can barely roll my arms.
I can't even. Don't even ask me to roll my arms because I can't even do it.
Mine sounds like I'm a
and that's the thing. You think I look Mexican, but I can't even roll my R's.
Damn. Troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go into the news and then we can talk a bit more because...
I know we have one big news.
Yeah, we have one piece of big news.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, breaking it! Spider-Man is back in the MCU.
Were you surprised?
Yes, because I thought it would go a bit longer.
Yeah, I kind of was, but at the same time, I kind of understand why when they did what they did and they announced it. So, but at least then it's only for one. Okay, so break it down.
So this is what's going on. Spider-Man will be in 2 movies.
Yeah.
Under the MCU.
Mm-hmm.
One will finish the trilogy of the Homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
The other one will be a Marvel movie. So,
I think it'll be tied into maybe a future Avenger movie.
Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's that's what everybody's saying. It's going to be probably the next Avenger movie, which will be an Avenger movie or not an actual Avenger movie. No one knows.
But it'll be an ensemble. It's an
ensemble movie. It could be because there was rumors because they want to make Captain Marvel the next Iron Man.
Yeah.
They want to make her as popular as Iron Man. They want to build the franchises off of her. And unfortunately, because Brie Larson is a very controversial figure.
I don't see why she is.
Well, because she scares white cis male. Because she's so feminine.
I love you, Brie Larson.
I think she's awesome.
Yes.
I love her. I love her take on Captain Marvel.
Yeah. And
I don't mind she's vocal. Because look, Mark Hamill is vocal. And no one gives him grief. Captain America is very vocal. And then you have Brie Larson, who is just as vocal, but is female, so people are getting on her case.
You speak your mind, Brie.
Like, the biggest thing is, like, people were mad at her for... Okay, I feel really weird having these headphones on, and you not. Taking mine off.
Just for the record, yes, I forgot my headphones at home.
Yeah, that's all it is. But yeah, because she was speaking her mind, and she brought up the fact that most of the people she was being interviewed were white guys. Which, to be fair, that's the industry. But she knows there's females, so she did a study and this and that, and she's like, "Look, I'm in a Marvel movie. I'm with Marvel now, the House of Mouse, pretty much, like with Disney." So she wanted to make a statement, and then she wanted to make sure that people who weren't represented in the industry were at least given a chance. So she asked for more women, women of color, more people of color, and people got upset with it. White men got upset that, what are you doing? You're changing what we're used to, and white people apparently aren't used to change.
Basically, what she wants is for me to interview her.
Yes, that's what she wants. She wants a Filipino guy to interview her
Filipino Canadian.
Filipino Canadian dude to interview her, and not
Who
a
looks like a
Filipino.
Mexican.
That looks. You're hitting all the roles.
I know. I'm just pointing out every ethnic that I could put in. Like,
Yeah, I have
Samoan,
one. It's a white.
I look
man.
Samoan. I look Hawaiian. Like, that's all me, Brie. I'll interview you.
So, anyways, people, Marvel wanted to use Spider-Man because he is so popular to try and like rub off the popularity onto Captain Marvel because they didn't get the reaction they wanted. And unfortunately, the reason why is because of her part in. She went from being this, like, in Captain Marvel, she was really this kick-ass character, and when she came into Endgame, it was kind of
Secondary.
She was secondary, but also because they filmed that before she had a chance to actually live
which
the
is
role.
Not, I don't know why that's such a big deal. That her role was limited.
I don't mind her role being limited
because she did establish herself. She needs to establish herself already in her solo movie, and it was already pre-planned as is because they filmed Endgames before Captain Marvel, or she did at least.
Yeah,
so.
her part was filmed before, so she never really got comfortable in the role. Yeah. And then she got comfortable in the role, so you got this differential in the roles.
Whatever, the sequel will
be awesome. Look,
will be awesome. It's fine.
So he's back. Marvel's putting, I think it's for the Spider-Man movie as well as the Marvel. Well, I think the Marvel movie they're getting nearly.
I heard another thing too.
They're getting. Wait, let me finish.
Oh, sorry. I just want.
Jeez. So for the Spider-Man movie, they're putting up 25% of the financing, and they will get. Yeah, you damn right. Back off. They're getting 25% of the. They put 25% of the financing up. They also get 25% of the profit.
Okay.
From the movie. There is a possibility that other characters in the Spider-Verse may be involved in the Marvel movie. Not sure.
Well, I heard a thing confirm this that there's a possibility that Spider-Man can show up in the next Venom movie.
Yeah, that's true, but that's Sony always wanted that.
Yeah.
And now that Sony
because this is a new deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now that's going on. There was also some rumors that Marvel may buy Disney may buy Sony Pictures, or just pay Sony $1 billion some odd dollars or $4 billion just to buy the rights back of Spider-Man.
Disney is planning to buy the rights.
There was rumors.
There's rumors.
Okay. There's rumors, but also the contract that Sony made with Marvel way back when was if Sony is bought or sold. The rights to Spider-Man comes back to Marvel. Mm-hmm. So there was rumors that Sony may have been bought by either Disney, Disney may have just paid, or Apple was actually going to buy Sony Entertainment.
I heard a rumor about that, and I heard it's still ongoing, or at least
it's not sure yet.
I'm not sure. Okay.
So like I guess that's why Disney's kind of like stepping back. They're like, okay, we won't buy. Let's see if we can do a short-term bridge deal, which is funny because it kind of. Bridge deals kind of deal with what we're going to be talking about later. Maybe. But yeah, so like this is possibly a bridge deal to a larger deal that comes down the road, like gives them more time to negotiate.
Yeah, let's say the Apple purchase didn't go through, or whatever purchase didn't go through. You think Spider-Man would? You think Disney and Sony will probably reach another new agreement after this pending deal? Well, this not pending, but this deal is pretty much set and done.
Yeah, I think
because it'd be stupid not to renegotiate after, because for sure the third Spider-Man movie will probably be
another $1 billion movie,
and then you have Spider-Man into the MCU again, and Sony's reaping the profits of that too. So
right now it's in pretty much Sony's best interest to lock down a long-term deal with Marvel regarding the rights to the Spider-Man movies. Yeah. Like even if it's like, okay, you can handle only Spider-Man movies, but anything in his Rogues Gallery, anything else, Sony has complete control of. I don't see a problem with that.
No, I don't have a problem. It'd be cool to
look. I would love to see, like, Tom Holland and Tom Hardy
Yeah,
interact
because it's
in an
there's-
actual Marvel movie and not in a Sony Pictures
That'd be
movie.
cool to see Tom Hardy's Venom in the MCU somehow because
'cause-
Venom has interacted with other Marvel characters before in the comic books.
So here's the thing.
The Maximum Carnage series would be great under the MCU, but we'll see Sony will proceed with that.
Yeah, so Kevin Feige is going to be producing,
Mm-hmm.
so you know it's going to be taken care of properly. I don't know if he's going to touch the other properties. I don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
If I was Sony right now, I would say, look, moving forward, you put up 25% of the of the financing. You'll have 25% of the profit, and you extend that deal for 20 movies. Give them access to the Rogue Gallery, and if they use any of the Spider-Man characters in the movie, in any of the movies, in the Marvel movies, Sony gets 25% of the profit without having to put up any money. Now for Disney, this is pure money because now they have access to Spider-Man's Rogue Gallery, and they can actually do good movies. Like Sony just sits back and just it's a licensing.
It's
fee,
basically
pretty
a
much.
win-win.
It's win-win. Now people are going to be arguing, Disney has too many franchises, has too many control. Look, it all belongs to Marvel.
Yeah,
And don't you want a nice, good Marvel movie?
that's it. And at this point, yeah, the MCU has all the rights to pretty much all.
They have all of them except for so the Hulk character.
the Hulk is a little
is a very weird relationship.
Yeah,
You can't have a solo movie
Universal, I
without
believe.
Universal,
Yeah.
but he can be in any other movies as long as he's part of an ensemble. They have no problem.
Yeah, which is kind of strange because it's like you would think
I would love a Mark Ruffalo.
and he wants it, but it's like now he's getting of that age where
Yeah, he only has so much time left as the Hulk, and I hope he's going to be in this She-Hulk TV series.
Well, the rumor that I heard is he will because that's kind of where what you were saying is for Hulk to be featured in any MCU property, he would need to be featured, and She-Hulk is a property that MCU owns, right? So that's a kind of a loophole right there where you would have Mark Ruffalo in that series, and he kind of needs to be in there anyway because he is the pinnacle reason of why Jennifer whatever is becoming She-Hulk.
Yeah, because Jennifer Walters is a cousin, I believe.
Yeah, cousin. She's a lawyer.
She's a lawyer, and I think it's due to a blood transfusion. Okay, but she's the smart Hulk equivalence.
Yeah, sexy, smart, green Hulk.
Yeah, they still haven't cast that, which I'm really interested
Well,
in.
the girl from Rosa from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
she's campaigning for that role. And
I don't know.
I think she could beef up and do it.
I don't doubt she will. She's a funny character in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Is it going to be just like the Hulk Lou Ferrigno painted green, or is it going to be CG?
That's a good question.
I know Disney is putting some major money into this.
Yeah, but again, that's only coming out when
next year, probably,
Yeah,
or
so
years coming. So
they got time. So
yeah, I don't think there's any Marvel TV series launching.
Because again, I can see her. I don't know anybody else that would. But I
Well,
trust
there's
in fact
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, but she's already a character.
No, she's not.
Well,
It's no longer continuity.
Yeah, well, we'll
That's
see.
the thing. And the Spider-Man movie is coming out
July 2002, 2001.
2001?
2021. Sorry.
2021, yeah. So July, I think it's 21st actually, 2021.
Yeah. But I heard because of that now, because it's added, there's now 4 MCU movies coming out that year.
Yeah.
So
look,
take my money.
I don't think anybody who loves MCU films is complaining.
No.
It's going to be interesting. We're going to see what happens.
I need me some Tom Holland.
Yeah.
I said, and Tom Hardy if he can feature that too. So.
Look, who knows what's
Two
going to happen.
Brits.
2 Brits. Boom. Speaking of Brits.
Oh,
Nice segue.
People don't even know what we're talking about, but go ahead.
No, people, because we talked.
Actually, wait, let me set this up for you. So, what have you done this weekend?
Well, my weekend was fun. As you know
Why?
from last week,
Okay.
because we did talk about it on the podcast, I just got back from Britain yesterday, which was Sunday, because we record on Monday.
Wow.
And I had a whirlwind weekend. So I left Thursday night at 6:55 about.
Mhm.
Landed in London 6:45 a.m. So like 12 hours later, I was in London, but it wasn't really 12 hours because of the time difference and all that. But landed in London, went off to my hostel, which was called the Wombat Hostel. Amazing hostel.
It's a safe hostel, right?
Yeah, it's so.
There's no like killing or somebody like.
So
stealing
apparently, Eli
Eli
Roth's hostel movies are a complete lie, or at least in the western part of the eastern. Sorry, is it the eastern? I don't know. I always get confused. Never eat. So the western part of Europe, which is London, France, Ireland. That's the western part.
Okay.
They're not crazy where people pay and you get killed, as far as I know, because I've only been in one hostel. But I talked with people who were in hostels before, and they're like, "No, it's nothing."
Yeah,
like
but this is the first hostel that you stayed in Europe, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, actually, ever.
Ever? Oh, really?
I've
Okay.
never been in a hostel before.
I stayed at a hostel in Toronto and New York.
What was that like?
Okay.
So get in. It's called the Wombat Hostel in London. They have one in Venice and other places. It's very clean, very nice. I was in a dorm of 6 guys. Bathroom is separate, so you have the shower in one, you have a bathroom, the toilet in the other. So that's really great in the room. So you don't have to leave the room. Typical like hotel type beds and like that, but it was fine. But you have lockers with a lock, so you can actually leave some valuables in your locker, and you need a key to open it. And it's a tap key.
Okay.
So
Okay. Cool.
So that's to get into the room and out, and it's locked. It's very secure. Didn't worry at all that I was going to get robbed or anything like that. It has a bar, really great. Made friends with the bartender because I like grime music, and I'm like, hey, can you put Stormzy's Vossi Bop on? He's like, dude, you know Vossi Bop? You know Stormzy? He's like, normally we charge, but that song's fucking banger. I'm putting it on. So I'm like, nice. So he's playing it. He played me some other grime and drill.
Okay. No, I'm happy.
But you're upset.
I'm upset that I wasn't there.
So yeah, so the first night, I couldn't get into my hostel right away. Couldn't like drop my bag off.
Okay.
I could drop my bag off, but I couldn't get my room because check-in was at 2, and it's 9 a.m.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
So I dropped off my bag, because I brought 2 bags. I brought my camera bag and I brought my backpack.
Are you able to leave it there?
Yeah, my
Okay.
backpack I was able with all my clothes in a closed locked room, but my camera bag I kept with me because it's my camera and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, of course.
Unfortunately, I never used my camera because it was raining on and off, and I didn't want to damage my camera.
Okay.
Because I wasn't sure how waterproof it was, and I'm like, I'm not going to test it while I'm in London, and I get fucked.
Yeah.
So I saw Tower Bridge, which is the bridge that everyone assumes is London Bridge, but it's not.
No.
It's the one where Spider-Man fights on and
Yep.
kills Mysterio,
Yeah.
which is right next to the Tower of London, which I always assumed was just a tower. It's not. It's an actual castle.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Where the crown jewels are held.
Yep.
I got to see the crown jewels. Oh my God. Like, they're in some of the crowns, there's a diamond like nearly as big as my fist. You met the Beefeaters.
Oh, okay.
So the Beefeaters,
Is the
they're not the drink,
Oh, it's not the drink. Okay. I thought it was.
but it's named after, the drink is named after them. They're the, I can't remember the other title they have, but they're like the yeomen. Sorry, the yeomen. So they are former military from any arm of the armed services in Britain. And if they have a certain number of years with good conduct, and they have a good conduct medal, outstanding like performance thing, they can become a yeoman. And pretty much it's kind of a cushy job.
Okay.
I gotta say, you learn the history, you give tours, and you pretty much protect the grounds. But you also have the regular guards with the tall hats there, the furry hats and that. They're on the site as well. And plus there's other military, like you're secure. You're in a castle. Like they actually have a porticus that will drop down on you. So you saw that. There's the White Tower, the Murder Gate, the Crown Jewels. There's a chapel. Gorgeous. A lot of fun. So I spent time there. Then I went to my hostel, partied with the local mates. There was an Irishman from just north of Dublin,
Okay.
who was in town to watch Chelsea, the hockey football team, and then there was 3 Americans doing a mini European tour.
Like a backpacking?
Yeah, backpacking. Well, more than backpacking. They had big suitcases. I'm like, if you're backpacking, why are you bringing all this shit? I looked
money, I
more,
guess. I don't know.
I looked more backpacker than they did. But yeah, so we went to the Wombat Bar, had some drinks there. They then went to another club or something like that. I was exhausted because I didn't really get much sleep, so I crashed, got up, jumped, went to Westminster Square, saw Big Ben, which is under scaffolding.
Okay.
Saw Parliament, which was under scaffolding. Saw the London Eye, which wasn't under scaffolding.
Okay.
Saw Buckingham Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Kensington Place,
Okay.
which is where William and Kate live.
I've heard.
Yep. Didn't see them. Didn't see the Queen
Or the baby.
or the baby. I didn't see anyone. I didn't see George or anyone like that.
Okay, that's the baby's name, George.
Well, Archie is Harry and Meghan's child.
Yeah.
George is the most recent William and Kate.
Okay.
Or Catherine, sorry. Yeah, she's not called Kate, it's Catherine. I don't know.
Potato. Okay,
Right?
Sure.
What else did I see? I didn't get to see Winston Churchill's War Room. I saw the entrance to it.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't really go in and get tours. I saw Westminster Abbey. Gorgeous. The architecture on Westminster Abbey is amazing.
I've heard.
I wish I could have gone inside and saw the inside of it, but I couldn't. What else? I think that's all I saw in London.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went to King's Cross Station.
Mm-hmm.
Saw platform 9 3/4.
Interesting. Oh, okay.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter, yeah.
I'm a Harry Potter head.
I'm not.
I know. And there's actually a lineup where they have it set up where there's a trolley half in the wall, and actually you can wear a scarf and a wand and have a wand, and they take a picture, and there's a person that just throws the scarf in the air, so it looks like you're running.
Yeah. Were you stupid enough to even try to go through the wall?
No, because it was an hour wait, and my train was coming in 45 minutes, and I'm like, I'm not going to try and cut this.
And then did you see anybody just stupid enough to try to go through that wall?
There was people in the line.
Okay, just to do that?
Yeah, because it's a memory. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I did take a picture of it, but it's not the actual location from the movie.
You just took it from a distance.
Yeah, I was right there. Like, okay, cool.
I could see it. Just like if maybe upload if you do have it, but it's just like a far away like selfie from like.
Oh, I didn't even selfie it. I didn't even selfie it. All these pictures will be on my personal Instagram.
You should put it on the Feel Better show on Facebook, just so people can see.
Yeah, I probably will. Hold on. Here it is.
People should see, the Feel Better outside of Montreal.
Yeah, I'll do that. Put some of that up. Then I was up in Leeds.
Well, who was at Leeds? Here we go. Here are the shout-outs.
Here are the shout-outs. I'm going to probably mispronounce all their names and their show names. So I'll put this photo up on the Instagram when this goes live. So starting from the left to right, you have Ivo from the Beyond the Screen podcast, I believe, or the Voices from Beyond, sorry. Then you have me. Then you have Harry from Beyond the Box Set, as well as Two Geeks, Two Movies. You have John. I believe he does Beyond the Box Set with Harry. Then you have Alex from Alex and Alex podcast. Then following him, you have Evo, the other Evo from Voices from Beyond, or from Behind the Screen or something. Oh, fuck. Hold on. I feel horrible messing up their names.
They're going to go after you.
Yeah, that's the last thing I want.
Son of a bitch.
Of course, you'll find all of these in their... no, not live. No, I want to see my followers. Come on. Not one. There we go. Show me the picture. Voices from Behind.
Got it?
Yeah, it's Voices from Behind.
Okay.
I believe that's it. Hold on. He was on, one of them was on the podcast. Yeah, Voices from Behind. Sorry. Yeah, Voices from Behind. Not Beyond. Sorry. Then you have Alex Hudson. Alex Hudson and Andy Hughes. Is it Andy Hughes? God damn it.
You're doing a great job.
You have Alex and Andy. Okay. From the Dinosaur Man podcast. Okay. They've dropped the Nerdcast because Alex was not a fan. And then you have Rory Spence from Doc Hair Presents.
Okay.
Who came in from Dublin. Scotland.
Scotland.
Fucking kill me. Oh my God. I apologize. And Rory actually was very kind and brought buttered shortbread cookies.
Okay.
From Scotland. They were delicious. They kind of helped me the next day because we drank. Then I went to Harry's place. Harry was kind enough to put me up, and he has obviously a place in my beautiful abode if he so ever chooses.
The Bachelor Pad.
The Phil Better Studio. Because it helped me get energy to go from Leeds to London.
Okay. And what is there, like high amount of sugar?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
It's butter.
Yeah, of course.
So did that. They're friggin' delicious. Then I literally woke up at took an Uber at 7 to get to the train station to catch my train for 8. Got into King's Cross. Took the underground to Heathrow. And I had about an hour to spare. To after I got through security and that, had a meal at a London bistro pub in the airport. Then had to walk 15 minutes to get to my gate. Heathrow is huge.
Yeah, I know it's huge. It's one of the biggest airports in the world, from what I know. I think O'Hare.
O'Hare is insane.
Yeah, that's the biggest. Well, that's the biggest one in America.
North America.
North America. That's in Chicago.
Yep.
Chi-town. Shout out to the Chicago Bears.
The Bears.
They won yesterday against Minnesota. My brother's a big fan, and he loved every minute of it.
Yeah. So.
Nonetheless.
Yeah. So it took me 15 minutes to get to my gate. Got on the plane. At one point, they're about to close the doors, and I look over, and there's no one sitting beside me. I have an window seat. The lady in the aisle seat kind of we lock eyes. We're like, yes. And then we see one person get on the plane. Sit right next to us.
You were hoping to close out with a romantic...
No, not even. I was just glad. I was like, I have space. I can I don't feel so tight because I'm a big guy, and the seats aren't that big.
Okay.
So she sits down, and I'm like, I'm trying to give her space. I don't want to be man spreading and everything like that. I'm trying to be keep everything in my zone so I'm not over in hers. Then she decides to get up during the flight and move over to the other side, to the middle section of the seating.
Okay.
Because her friend was there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, no problem. As she gets up, she moves out. I look over. The lady sitting in the aisle looks over. We lock eyes, and we're kind of like, yes. I literally go, yes, and she just nods her head yeah, I am in full agreement with you. I go back to watching my movie. She goes back to doing what she was doing. She ended up taking over the table of the middle seat. My pillow and the blanket were in the middle seat. I kind of start nodding off in my seat. I'm like, oh, I want to go grab my pillow. I look to my right to grab my pillow, and it's not there. She had taken my pillow and used it as a support for her computer.
Okay.
And I'm like...
Why don't you just ask for another one?
I was like, whatever, I don't care. And I go back to sleep pretty much. I'm listening to music at this point.
I know. But
no, Godzilla. Really... I was watching Godzilla. I had to restart Godzilla 14 times.
King of the Monsters?
Yeah, King of the Monsters. I still haven't watched it fully. I've seen the end. That's about it.
Yes, I saw it. It's okay.
So yeah, then a little bit later she had put it back, so I grabbed it, used it as a pillow, passed out. Landed in Montreal. Didn't realize I landed in Montreal. Get off the plane, go, and I'm like, oh God, I don't have my declaration form.
Okay.
But like no one on the plane seemed to have their declaration form.
But you can still get it, no?
So we're going through,
Yeah.
and apparently there's this new thing where it's all electronic now.
Yeah.
I didn't know this
Okay.
because when I came back from Dublin, it was still a paper form.
I when I was going through through the States, you had the option of paper or electronic. I just remember taking the paper because I was just used to it. But I know they were trying to implement doing everything electronically from that point on.
So yeah, so I did the electronic thing. It was really easy.
Yeah, it was easy.
Get up to the customs agent or the immigration officer, and he's like, "You have anything to declare?" I'm like, "No," and he's like, "Okay, here, go through." I have no luggage, so I don't have to wait for my luggage. But I ended up running into two friends who were flying back, I believe, from Vienna.
Okay.
Not sure. And so I chatted with them, and they have Nexus passes.
Okay.
And looking at the lineup, there looks like 3 planes had just landed, all international. And so there was like at least like it looked like 300 people in that line, and Nexus had no one. And they're like, "Come with us through Nexus." So I went through the Nexus line. I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna get like if anything's gonna happen, it's gonna happen to me." They're like, "No, don't worry. They don't even check. They just take your paper and you go." And there's no one in the Nexus line, so we're walking. First person goes, passes, no problem. Our friend goes, passes, no problem. I had mine, and she says, "Wait 1 second." And like they stop. They both look at me, and they both have the look in their eyes like, "Of course you get caught, and of course you cause a problem." Then she tells me to go, and I get off.
Yeah. Okay.
But there was like, I guess she was just making sure that there was no second inspection like tick on my thing, because obviously when you go through, if you're not Nexus, they write on your declaration form. So, but also there was like 300 people, and there wasn't enough people, and they're like, it's one person, go ahead, you're fine. Like if I think more people were coming through that were not Nexus, she would send them back, but it was a one-off.
So you were lucky on that front.
Yeah, I I say goodbye to them because they're not going my way. I go on the bus, walk in about 6:00.
Yeah.
Sunday night, and then passed out about 9-10 o'clock because I was like, I don't want to deal with jet lag. So if I go to bed now, I'll probably wake up around 2 o'clock. And
There's a jet lag pill that you can take.
I didn't take it.
Okay. I've never taken one. I know there's an option that you can get one.
Yeah, I didn't have any food, so I ordered some Saint Hubert and had a poutine to at least give me some.
Shout out to Saint Hubert. Jeez.
Saint Hubert and the poutines.
Okay, chicken.
Yeah, it's all right. It's not dry.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's not the best. It's not the worst. Went to bed and then went to work today. I am feeling a bit sluggish, to be honest. But
Did you take a Red Bull?
I haven't had Red Bull today.
Ooh, I am proud of you.
Because I know I'm going to crash probably after we record this.
Yep.
But yeah, I think it's just because I didn't get a lot of sleep while I was in London. That's all it is. It's just my body's like, dude, we need to sleep. But I had a great time. I can't wait to see the guys again. I can't wait to meet even more. Like I posted it in the group. A lot of people were like, "Oh, why didn't you tell us? We would have been there." I'm like, I made a freaking event like a month ago, and I made posts about it a month ago. Like,
oh, I guess the next time you go, just make a Facebook event out of it, like an actual.
I did
you did
in the group of like in the Podmates group. Yeah. I made an event, 2 events actually, one in London and one in Leeds.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the people that I was going to meet in London, they had to cancel, which was fine. So I got to see London just by myself. The Leeds one was the big one. Met everybody, really happy. Unfortunately, 2 people that I wanted to meet couldn't make it. Like a lot of people wanted to meet them. They couldn't make it because one of them was sick and was the lift. So the other guy couldn't come. But shout out to Charlie and Carlisle. I will meet you. I promise you, Carlisle. And we will finish. Well, no, we already finished. Finish our beef. You love Canada.
What
it's
is
Canada
this,
beef.
What is this, a wrestling promo?
It is. I'm coming for you, Charlie and Carlisle. And it's going to be extreme. in 2019's Extreme Rules match, you're going down in the Hell in a Cell match.
Lame. Lame.
I know, it was lame. I was losing my voice. I had nothing to go on.
Jeez.
Yeah, but I can't wait to see everybody again.
Mm-hmm.
I had a great time.
No, I'm happy you had a great time.
I talked you up, and we talked podcasting.
Yeah, it's just and long story short, my dream since I was a kid was to go to London.
And we're doing it next year, brother.
Yeah, and there's a lot of things, events that go on in London I want to check out, but of course to meet you fun podcasters as well, and hook me up with any pub, and again, I have always had a definitive love for the Monarch feel and the grime feel of parts of London. I want to feel like a hooligan.
Well, we'll go to a soccer game.
Yeah,
a football game. Sorry,
I just want to cause ruckus and fights and vote for, I guess it would be Manchester United or something. Or
I have no affiliation to any football club.
I don't have any affiliations either. But if you need me to wear a particular T-shirt, Liverpool, Manchester, I'm your guy, and I'll just hooligan my way. Anyway, that's another talk for another time.
Yeah, that was my trip. I'm looking forward. I shout out to all you great podmates. Of course, if you want to listen to any of their podcasts, it's going to be linked in the description down below.
Sweet.
Please do give each one of them a listen because they're all unique and entertaining. I just can't get enough of them. They're great people. It was amazing meeting them. Can't
wait to meet you guys too.
I can't wait to go back there with you, Al.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be, when we do our trip next year, it's going to be insane.
Yep. Road trip.
It's going to be a Euro trip.
Oh.
Scotty doesn't know. Oh.
Bring on the drugs.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We have to go to Amsterdam. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to say that. Sorry.
It's fine. Who cares? No one listens to this podcast.
Okay. Wow. Selling yourself short.
Pretty much.
All
right. We're going to go talk about our topic today.
Oh, this is interesting. Go ahead.
Oh, I just want to see something. Yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
Our topic today, ladies and gentlemen, is the greatest sport in history. It is hockey. Because the hockey season starts when this podcast drops. Montreal versus... Who did I say it was? You're supposed to back me up. You're
Sorry,
here.
my app's not open. Sorry.
Montreal versus Carolina, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's the away game, right?
Yeah, that's our first away game. Montreal versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Our first home game is against the Detroit Red Wings the following week. Yeah. So preseason finished. It finished. When did it finish? It finished on Saturday the 28th. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4. Nah, no.
No, yeah. It's Thursday, right? The first game against Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
So out of 7 games, Montreal won 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
We lost against the Leafs both times.
Yeah.
Which really sucks. But at the same time, the Leafs have a great team. I can't as much.
Well, they have firepower. What do you want?
Yeah, they do. They have firepower, and they also have a coach that knows how to use that firepower.
Which is fine. The only thing that they're missing is a goalie and defense. But it doesn't matter.
They have a good defense.
It's
an average defense.
But it doesn't matter. You got the likes of Austin Matthews, John Tavares. Jesus Christ!
Hold on, I'll get you the roster that played the last game.
Take a look, see, but it's I think
So let's look at the summary.
Okay.
You have Trevor Moore
for Toronto, right?
Yeah. The last game, Trevor Moore, John Tavares, Austin Matthews were the guys who scored the 3 goals.
Yeah.
And it was a blanking. They blanked us. So hard.
Was Perez on nets for both those games? No, I don't think so.
Yep. Hold on. No, we had Kincaid.
Okay. On both games.
Kincaid was the second game.
Okay.
I'm taking a look. Who was the goalie? No, and Lindgren was the goalie for the first game.
Okay. But again, preseason doesn't really matter.
Montreal got blanked both games.
Yes, but
hold on.
If Price wasn't in it, then that's fine.
Yeah, I think Price did. I think Price only played the Ottawa game.
Oh, the last game.
Give me a second. Yeah, Price played the Ottawa game.
Okay.
The last game. Obviously, he's our goalie.
Mhm.
Let's look at the roster.
Okay.
So, of course, returning, we have Ty Domi, Tatar. Is this the...
Well, this is the current. Yeah, Tatar. You have.
So we have
Dano.
Joel Armenia, Paul
Yeah.
Bryan,
Mhm.
Nick Cousins. Nick Cousins is new.
Mhm.
You have Philip Dano,
Philip Dano. Yeah.
Max Domi, Jonathan Drouin, Brendan Gallagher,
Mhm.
Jesper Kotanemi,
Mhm.
Arturi Lekkonen.
Mhm.
Ryling Poland is, I think, been sent down, but he's out because he has a season-ending concussion from one of the games.
Okay.
Nick Suzuki,
He's been tearing it up this way.
yeah, he's been really good. He was drafted in 2017
He is.
by...
He is. I believe he is related to David Suzuki.
You think?
I think so.
He is Canadian.
He is Canadian.
Montreal, yeah, Poland was drafted in 2017.
Yeah.
First round, he was our 25th pick.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas Tatar, Nate Thompson, Jordan Wheeling.
Yeah.
So we have 2 Americans. 3, I believe that is the flag, the white flag with the blue cross on its side. Is that Finnish?
The white flag with the blue cross. That's that's Finland.
Hold on.
Yep.
Yeah, Finland.
Mm-hmm.
We have 3 Finnish players.
Okay.
1 SVK. What's SVK? Is it Slovakia?
For who?
Thomas Tataro, Tuna.
He's
Slovenian?
Slovenian. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah. Well, he what is yeah, it's Slovakia. I know that.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh God, I should know this because
Slovak.
Yeah.
So yeah, Slovenian player.
Yeah, because it's who's that legendary Dominic Hasek is
Okay.
Slovakian. That's what I remember. Anyways, go ahead.
And we have a Swedish. We have 1, 2, 3.
You're looking at the forwards, right?
Yeah, the forwards. So the forwards are 2 Americans, 3 Swedes, a Slovenian player, and the rest are all Canadian.
Mm-hmm.
Our defense is 1, 2
Well, it consists
Americans.
mainly with Canadians.
Yeah, we have Ben Sherratt, who I think is new.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he signed as a free agent this year.
Mm-hmm.
We have Cale Fleury.
Yep.
Who's brand new. We picked him in 2017.
Can we find out if he is related to
The Fleury?
Yeah, no, Calgary. Oh my God, that's his name.
Marc-Andre Fleury?
Marc-Andre Fleury. No, is he related to Marc-Andre Fleury?
We'll find out.
We can find out on that one. That'd be interesting. I guess for the most part, okay.
He's born in Calgary, Alberta.
Yeah. I was thinking of who's that?
I believe he's related. After learning the Regina had acquired him in a blockbuster deal with.
He's from Calgary, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like he isn't.
Okay.
He's related to Hayden Fleury.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
But it doesn't look like he is related to
Who's
either
that
Theo.
legendary?
Theo Fleury?
Theo Fleury, that's his name.
Yeah, they're not
They're
related.
not related,
It doesn't
okay.
look like it. But his brother actually plays, Hayden Fleury plays for Carolina. Cade Fleury's brother.
Interesting.
Where's my roster?
We're gonna
Where's
beat
my
his
roster?
ass. Oh my God, yeah. Carolina. Remember that off-season thing with the offer sheet?
Yes.
Yeah. What player was that one?
I don't know.
But because that was a gutsy
Move by,
move. But hey, that day, I should tell you the story. Me and my bro, we actually saw with
The GM?
Marc Bergevin in the streets on his phone with his husband, and he looked really stressed. I didn't say hello. I just nodded him. He did acknowledge. My brother actually turned around and said, like, "We believe in you," and he just didn't really acknowledge him because I guess he was just too focused on
The phone call, yeah.
or whatever he was doing. I think that was the day that he did announce the offer sheet to
Carolina?
that Carolina player.
Okay.
But I like if you look at his interviews now, he is growing a gray beard. He looks like he's running. He's going through the presidency, and he's just like aging rapidly.
Yeah.
Because like right now, it looks like the Montreal market is really. It doesn't seem like we can attract.
So here's the thing.
Go ahead.
It's one, our taxes.
Yeah.
The dollar is less.
Dollars less.
And who wants to deal with the Montreal press?
Yeah. Especially, too, that they...
English or French.
English or French, because especially, too, that we live in a market where it is primarily, like, French.
Yeah.
And...
Look, here's the thing.
Sucks. Yeah.
Here's the thing. The Montreal market sucks greatly.
It does.
And the reason it does is because if the Habs are doing good, everyone's happy.
Yeah.
No one's nitpicking on anything.
Mm-hmm.
Habs have one bad game. The French media will say it's because we don't have enough French players and we're not like the old timers, which it'll never be like the old time. We can't have a team full of Frenchmen.
We need to adapt with the, especially too, like, it doesn't matter language wise. We need players that can play.
I don't like, look, at the same time, the problem with the coach as well, don't get me wrong, Julien is a good coach. Hopefully he can do something this year with our team. But he stayed with Terrien way too long.
Yeah.
We had a chance to have Mike Babcock.
Because he went to college here.
He went to university. He went to McGill.
Yeah, went to McGill.
And, like, look, I don't care if my coach speaks Korean.
Yeah.
As long as he's putting up W's and bringing up cups, I don't care. But unfortunately, given the French media that is demanding that our coach and players only speak French, or at least be able to communicate in French, that limits who we can bring here.
Well, that's the thing,
Like, if you want a winning team, you have to understand the world is English. I'm proud of my French Canadianness. I have 25 generations of my family have lived in Quebec. I'm proud of that. I love Montreal. My mom's side of the family, they decided to come over from Scotland and Ireland to live in Quebec, in Montreal. I'm proud of the fact that I'm from Montreal, proud from Quebec. Unfortunately, I'm very disappointed that as much as they want to keep the French language strong, they are alienating everyone else, and they don't realize that they're not moving forward in time.
No, they're not.
I can understand that you want to keep the French language, but you're not doing the right thing. You are causing us to regress. We used to be one of the most forward provinces. We used to be not in debt. And now we are pretty much one of the, not the worst province to live in, but we're the butt of a joke.
Yeah.
And it pisses me off. And I know we shouldn't get political in this, but it's hockey. When you talk hockey, you talk politics.
Yeah, because it goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
And the thing is like, and a lot of the old timers would say the same thing. It's like, because we're going through an age where it's not about homegrown players, it's all about drafting or acquiring good players, great players. The thing is a lot of times it's like it's overshadowed because, we bring up a lot of players, but then a lot of times it's because if it's scrutiny and everything, especially too when we're going through a streak of losing games, it's like it's always put into us where it's like, oh, we don't have enough French players. Well, that doesn't matter because there's enough French players that don't want to even play in Montreal. You know what I mean? They want to go out and play at other cities because the market's there, the money's there.
Here and we don't have the scrutiny of the newspapers.
Well, that's it. So a lot of times it's like I think every hockey city has their own issues. For us, it's just mainly the politics and the language and the taxes, and even too, it's like, and I really don't want to shit on Montreal, but the thing is like a lot of times I hear a lot of complaints from like players and even celebrities that will talk about the construction.
Well,
You know what I
Kevin
mean?
Smith, not Kevin Smith.
Kevin
Sorry.
Hart.
Kevin Hart was here recently filming his latest movie.
Yeah.
And he was doing the Just for Laughs.
Yeah.
And someone asked him, and he's like, "It's like a Legoland. You guys are always building something."
Yeah.
And like, I have to agree with him. Like,
Yeah,
we're
we all do. We all do. So, what can we? What's the mayor's name?
Blount.
Yeah,
Valerie Blount.
What can like? She
to be honest, she's better. Unfortunately, I like what she's doing. She's doing a lot more.
No, she's doing great. It's just there's a lot issues.
There's a lot of issues.
But but even then, who was the mayor before? What the fuck is his name? Anyways, like the politics and everything in Quebec is just really
It's
ridiculous.
corruption.
It's corruption. It's like not Gotham City, but with French people.
Yeah,
You know what
pretty
I mean?
much. We're Gotham City, except without a Dark Knight.
But now going back to hockey, like
Where do you see us standing?
we're either.
Do you think we're making the playoffs this year?
I think
Because
I
last
can't
year,
say. I
hold
can't.
on.
Say, I don't usually like to say until like
The first game.
20 games in, 30 games in.
Hold on, give me a second.
Because if I remember here, while you're looking at, I remember we were in the beginning of the season last year. We were going through a slew of winning, like a winning streak, and then we just plummeted, and then we just barely did not make the playoffs, right? So I see that kind of the same way, or we would make the playoffs, but I don't think we would do damage if we go in, because regardless, I'm looking at this roster. Maybe we do have skillful players.
Last season,
Yeah, go
to
ahead.
make the playoffs
Yeah.
in our conference,
Mm-hmm.
you needed at least 98 points.
Yeah, and how much did we get?
We got 96. We barely made it through.
Yeah.
The Western Conference, you needed 90 points.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Clinched
Yeah.
division, playoff position. Yeah. Golden Knights came in with 93.
Yeah.
Avalanche came in with 90.
Mm-hmm.
So our conference, the Lightning owned it with 128, but they were out in the first round.
Yeah.
And then the Leafs made it with 100.
I'll never say, like, if let's say the Canadians do make it, like, you always never bet against any team, right? Because it has been, like, the LA Kings is the one that I can think of where they came in eighth barely, but won it all that year. Year, you know what I mean?
The playoffs are a different game.
Yeah, but I can just say for the Canadians, I think we have the capability of making it, but can we do damage? I don't know.
Look,
Because the only
if
issue,
Carey,
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate saying it, but if
Right.
Carey Price is on his game,
Yeah,
100%,
yeah.
he can save games for us.
He can save games. You got Weber and Petrie that can cover as well. So,
But
they're-
like those, okay.
but
So
the problem
our
is, yeah, I know what you're gonna say is because of their age, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're slowing down.
Yeah,
Look, Markov has said that he wants to come back and play some games for Montreal.
yeah.
Like, sign him to a 1-year deal.
Mm-hmm.
He don't put him on your first line
Mm-hmm.
defense. He can't pull those numbers anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Put him as a second line defense,
Yeah.
and I guarantee you have a solid 1-2 combo.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 power plays with big shots.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want, you can even put Markov on the power play with Shea Weber.
Mm-hmm.
So you got shots on both ends.
But
Like-
I would give Mete and Riley a shot too because
Yeah.
both their second years, right? With
Like-
I think if for Petrie and Weber to groom Mete and Riley to a more substantial, because again these two, I think Petrie can maybe go, but with Weber he's a great player, he's a great defensive player, but he has gone through injuries as well.
Yeah.
So this is something where you kind of have to have the veterans kind of mentor the
New guys.
new guys. But Mete, I think he is young. He is learning. He has the
Potential.
capability to be one of the premier defensemen, at least for our team and maybe throughout the league. We'll see.
We'll see. Look,
yeah, go ahead.
I'm like you. I hope we make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you, I have a lot of faith in a lot of these players. Like Kakanemi, he had a solid
Joker Man, you
season.
mean?
Yeah, but he does. He step up? We'll see.
So Domi had an outstanding season last season.
And he's one of my surprising players. I never thought that that he would have a good season. I think he might have another decent to great season.
So he had 28 goals,
Yeah.
44 assists, so that's 72 points he had. His first season, so before he came to Montreal, he had only 9 goals, 36 assists, and 45 points, and he was a -7.
Yeah.
When he was with us, he played all 82 games. He had 28 points, 44 assists, 72 points, and he was a +20 with 80 penalty minutes, which I have no problem with.
Yeah, it's fine.
When he first played, he only got 18 goals, 34 assists, 52 points. So he was, in essence, going down until he came to us and he got revitalized. Yeah. Now, if he can come back and put up nearly the same numbers or better numbers, I'm all for it.
Because he's having better numbers than Galchenyuk in Phoenix, right?
Well, let's check on Galchenyuk.
Okay. Take a look at that.
Hold on, I'm bringing up my other app.
Yeah, while you're looking that up, I do have faith. Okay, you can't go wrong with Gallagher.
Ooh, wait. So TSN
Okay.
just put up 10 potential breakout stars for this NHL season.
Okay.
In alphabetical order, Oliver Bjorkstrand, Columbus Blue Jackets right winger. Jack Campbell, goalie for the Los Angeles Kings.
Yeah.
Ryan Donato, center for Minnesota Wilds. Samuel Girard, left defense for Colorado Avalanche. Philip Hornick, right defense Detroit.
Yeah.
Andre Johansson, left wing for Toronto.
Yeah.
Jasper Kotkaniemi,
Yeah.
center Montreal.
Montreal.
He's 19 years old.
He is. That's why I'm saying you give him. He is young. He has a lot of room to develop. You just have to make sure that you give him the space.
Yeah.
Because he's a center, right? What I see here is with Kotkaniemi, and even now with the rise of Suzuki being a center, that's a pretty good tandem 1-2 because Suzuki is still young. So I see the potential for these two to at least kind of break out of the show. But hopefully this could be a great year for them to kind of shine as the 1-2 centers. Because I don't know who would fill out the first or second slot, first or second line, but give them a chance. I think.
Alex Galchenyuk is now with Pittsburgh.
Oh, true.
He got traded.
Yes, I remember because they got rid of what's his name, fat dude, Phil Kessel.
Yeah. Last season,
I think he would have been great with us if he was still in his prime. But
so last season, the 2018-2019 season, 72 games played, 19 goals, 22 assists, 41 points. His last season when Montreal, the 2017-2018, 82 games, he put up 19 goals, 32 assists, 51 points.
It's about the same.
Yeah, so a little decline on the assists, but he didn't play as many games, so
I think he was hurt.
10 games, he probably would have maybe got 20 goals, let's say 20, 21 goals. His best season with us was the 2015-2016, 30 goals, 26 assists.
Okay.
It looks like he's a better assist player than he is a goal.
Okay.
Yeah. Looks like he's better assisting than scoring.
Okay.
Which isn't bad. But yeah.
Okay.
We'll see.
We
Obviously right now we got the better end of the deal.
Yeah.
I'm proud. I like Domi. Surprising.
Were you a big Ty Domi fan?
I wasn't. I
wasn't either.
I didn't like Ty Domi.
That's why I was so skeptic to have Max.
Yeah, because I'm like, is he going to be like his dad, just another bruiser?
Yeah,
but it turns out he's a finesse. He's young. I think
he's flexible with the puck.
Yeah, him and Gallagher, they play well together.
Yeah. Do we have the lineups?
Hold on, I'll see.
See if you do.
I'll see. I don't think we have the actual lineups for the game.
Okay. because I think it was who was filling up the first line last year mainly. It would be Gallagher, Drouin, and
I think Domi.
Domi. Okay. Your thoughts about Jonathan Drouin? Would you if you had the potential to get rid of him, would you do it?
Probably.
Yeah, but we can't because I don't know any. You would have to put him in a package to get rid of him, but
because his salary hit is too much.
Yeah, I tried to do it, but
here's the thing. I think, and I got a lot of flack for bringing this up when we got him.
Okay, go ahead.
And he made the big donation to the Montreal Children's.
Okay, that's fine.
I have no problem. Love it. Go for the kids. But I think it was more of a PR point from the Habs to kind of quiet down, because it was just after they got rid of PK, and PK had announced the big donation to the Montreal. Okay. Yeah, we can see it. Okay, so it was just after the
still a Canadian to me, goddammit.
He is. It was just after the big announcement that PK donated or was raising $10 million for
and he's
children's.
still doing charity work for Montreal too.
He is. He also is still doing it for Nashville while he's in Jersey.
Yeah,
he probably will do it in Jersey as well.
Good,
that's the kind of person he is.
Good for Subban,
right? But Montreal probably went to Drouin because he's a French Canadian from Quebec.
Yeah,
they're like, you need to do this. Cement yourself here. So I think it was a PR stunt,
which is fine. Well,
just to kind of like shadow off PK. We don't want to talk about PK. He's not a player anymore. Let's talk about our players here. Mm-hmm. But he hasn't produced. Let's look at his stats. Let's look at Drouin's stats. Mm-hmm. Canadians.
No, he was in a major decline in the last at least the last 2 months of the season for sure.
All right. So they have from 2014 to 2019. Mm-hmm. Jesus. So in 2014 he put up played 70 games, put up 4 goals, 28 assists. Mm-hmm. In 2015, 2016, he only played 21 games, put up 4 goals, 6 assists. Mm-hmm. In 2016, 2017, his last year with Tampa Bay, he played 73 games, put up 21 goals, 32 assists. Mm-hmm. The 2017-2018 season, he played 77 games, 13 goals, 33 assists. And it was a negative 28.
Okay.
That was his worst negative season. The 2018-2019 season, he played 81 games, so his most games he's ever played in a season. 18 goals, 35 assists. And is a negative 8.
And he's a left winger too. So
he shoots left, and he is a left wing.
Yeah, he's a left winger. Yeah, that's fine. Wow.
Yeah,
so a left winger to score. Like, come on.
Yeah, he was traded by Tampa Bay with a conditional 6th-round pick in 2018 NHL draft for Mikhail Servachov.
Yeah,
and a conditional 2nd-round pick in the 2018.
He was supposed to be the franchise defensive player for Montreal.
And we traded him, and let's see how he's doing. I'd rather not.
No, I think he did very well. He must have done very well because Tampa was number 1 in the league. They won the President's Cup. I know. They lost in the first round. I'm just saying, like, season-wise.
Yeah, they were great.
Yeah. So
look, I'm not a Drouin fan.
I wasn't.
I think it was more of a political move they used to get him than an actual hockey move.
I wasn't really a Drouin fan to begin with either. I knew that he had some baggage, like personal-wise. And even then, he was pulling up decent numbers or okay numbers temporary only because he had a great supporting cast. Yeah. Like, you had what's-his-face from Tampa Bay. Pretty boy.
I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name. Hold on.
We should freaking know, but...
it's another team. We don't care about.
Yeah, we don't care about them.
Hold on. I'm pulling up Tampa's roster right now.
But... And they have the potential... I don't think they did any changes, so I think they have the potential to repeat that, becoming one of the elite teams from the East. But I guess it doesn't matter how where you rank during the season. If you can't perform in the playoffs, then what's the point, right?
Yep. All right. Tampa Bay done. Stamkos?
God, my God, I can't believe. Yeah, it's Stamkos.
Yeah, Stamkos last season put up 45 goals. 53.
But he was hurt, right?
He played all 82 games.
Oh, he did. Oh no, it was the season before. But yeah.
It's Kuvarov
Okay.
who put up the most goals.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we looking for? Sure, it's Sergov.
Yeah.
Played 75 games,
Mm-hmm.
6 goals, 26 assists,
Okay, that's fine.
plus 12, and he's a defenseman.
Yeah.
Getting a plus as a defenseman is huge.
Yeah, I know.
So, and I think that was his second season.
Yep.
With them. So,
Let's quickly just go talk about the goalie. Well, of course we have Carey Price,
the king.
The king.
Everybody rates him as the number 1 goalie.
Do we? I want him to stay, like a Canadian.
Here's the thing.
Go ahead.
I want him to stay with Montreal.
Yeah.
I want him to win a cup with us here in Montreal. He deserves a Stanley Cup. He's the one goalie who has hit every major event in every league he's played in.
Yeah.
Except for the NHL.
Yeah.
Now, I want him to have a cup. I love this player.
Mm-hmm.
He's an amazing hockey player. He's an amazing person.
Mm-hmm.
He deserves a cup.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see him go to another team to get the cup, but I want him to have that cup. And if
he's gonna do that, he should go to a Western team. Man. I don't want to see.
I
him.
think he does want to go out west. He wants to be back closer to home.
Yeah, Vancouver, because he's from Vancouver.
I thought Calgary.
No, Vancouver.
Okay.
Yeah.
He. Oh no, he owns a farm in Alberta. I think.
Sure.
I don't know.
Does he own property in Montreal too? Like outside, like in the.
No, he only has his house in the South
He
Shore.
has a hot wife. I know it's
hockey talk.
I know hockey talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem if he goes to a Western team, ends up winning a cup there. I won't be pissed off at him.
Yeah. Go to Vegas.
No.
Why? Why not Vegas?
They already have Marc-Andre Fleury. They don't need another goalie.
Yeah, but again, who knows how long Marc-Andre Fleury has left in the tank?
But at the same time, are you going to send a thoroughbred to be backing up another thoroughbred?
Or would you? I guess in that regard, I'm not saying I want this. Don't, whatever. But
don't quote
if you're gonna go for a trade,
I'm putting
if you're gonna
FYI,
yeah.
whatever you say is going to be the tagline for this.
Sure. I'm just saying if you're gonna do the dirty work trade, I might as well get Marc-Andre Fleury.
No. I'm not trading Price for Fleury.
I'm not saying that I want to, but if they're gonna pull the trigger and like break the hearts of every Montrealer here, you might as well
why Andre Fleury?
Well, if you're gonna go like that, like you need
more than just Andre Fleury if you're gonna get Price. You have a stallion. You have an award-winning stallion, and you're just gonna trade him 1-for-1. That's a horrible.
No,
hockey
I
thing.
wouldn't trade it for 1-for-1. That's what I'm saying. But I'm just saying if you need to acquire a goalie, it has to be. It looks
somewhere
like
on par. Yeah.
But Andre Fleury will be probably the one to have to fill the void. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I would want it in a 1-on-1 trade. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, you make sure you get something.
Price have left on his contract?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's
NHL
find out and cry. Anticipate the year that he'll go in his.
Cap friendly NHL. There we go.
Okay.
Can we search? Yes.
I want to say 5. I could be wrong.
Carey Price. Jesus, he's making a lot of money.
Of course, I think he's one of the highest paid goalie in the league.
Yeah, he's making his cap hit is $10.5 million.
Yeah,
He gets no bonuses though. What's this? Maximum performance bonus. He has no performance. He has a signing bonus of $13 million.
Okay.
His base salary is $2 million this year.
Okay.
Is this year? Yeah. So his average annual salary, factoring in performance bonus, is $10.5 million.
Okay.
The amount of player total salary played as a signing. His signing bonus is $13 million. His base salary is $2 million. His total salary is $15 million.
Mm-hmm.
Next year he takes a hit. He's only making $9.75. Then he goes to $13 million. His overall is $84 million.
For how many years?
He finishes in 2025, 2026.
Okay. So
2026.
We have 7 years.
Yeah.
You think we'll be able to get something, like a Stanley Cup or something within 7 years of his contract?
There's a potential.
Yeah. You just need to build a roster around him. Like
The question is whether or not he
wants to,
when he wants to. He has a no move clause, so
but he can void it if he wants.
yeah, he can void it if he wants, or he can give a limited team amount.
Yeah.
He
Because I, like any player, if he's not happy with the product that's in front of him, I do see Carey Price saying like, I want to venture out somewhere else.
Yeah. Look, if he hasn't given up yet,
No, he hasn't. I don't think he will, at least for the next few years. But in 7 years, a lot of things could happen.
yeah,
You know,
if we can get him a cup,
he wants a cup, and he wants.
he deserves a cup.
He
It's
deserves-
not if he wants the cup.
He
He deserves a Stanley Cup.
Yeah. Especially going through the roller coaster that is Montreal.
Yeah, putting up with the amount of bad press.
Mhm.
The press wanted to trade him because he had one bad year,
Mhm.
and what was his name?
Halleck.
Halak was able to come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
One bad year, and you're like, get rid of him. He's no good.
Yeah.
Like this man.
Well, but you have to give Press credit because he shut everybody up there.
Oh yeah, the next year he fucking came back and destroyed. And it was like gave everyone the finger.
Like man, I don't think I was in the Halleck bandwagon, but I wasn't on the Press bandwagon either. I think I would have been if Halleck did bring a Stanley Cup in, but
I was a huge Price fan. Period.
Okay.
I thought he was brought up too early, and it was Gainey's scapegoat. Gainey was trying to use Price as a scapegoat.
Okay.
I think he should have had another year in the AHL, then come up as a backup to Halleck.
Yeah.
And then just get him climatized and then take over the job. I wouldn't have put him as a first goalie right away. He was too young, but he's come out of it very good.
No, he has
Look,
he has the discipline.
He does.
He's always had.
I have a Price jersey here signed. Love Price. He's probably my third favorite Habs player of all time.
Who you it to?
I love Brandon Prust. Is my number one.
You talking about all time?
All time, no. Of course, all time.
Jesus Christ. I thought you said all time.
No. In my lifetime that I've been a Habs fan, which has been only 33 years, Brandon Prust, I love Brandon Prust. I just love his style of play. He's a small guy, but he's putting out 110% like Gallagher. Yeah. Gallagher. I love Gallagher and Price. Those are probably my top three. Subban, I love Markov. I love Plecky. Those are the players for me. Koivu.
Okay.
But
I'll give you my three. Patrick Roy.
Oh,
nobody.
king.
He is a badass.
King.
He's a badass. I'll tell you that.
We fucked up when we traded him.
Yeah, but he whatever. But he won Stanley Cups in Colorado too. Yeah. So you know what? He became a more badass there too.
He could have been ours.
Yeah, I know. But c'est la vie. So Patrick Roy, of course, you can't go wrong with the Rocket. You know, Rocket Richard, and
if you don't say Dryden, then what the hell's wrong with you?
I want to say Dryden, but that's another goalie too. I have to say Guy Lafleur.
Okay,
he's a badass. You know, and I'm
controversial max with him now.
But yay!
Look, if I could have Ken Dryden, Roy, those are probably we have so many there's too many the Habs have a history you can't pick your favorite Hab because we have a history just looking at the history of the Habs, how many people have worn this gorgeous jersey and represented the Habs so great, Yvonne Cornway,
Bob Gainey,
Bob Gainey, so many.
Oh man, I'm putting up a list of
the gentleman, Jean Béliveau.
John Beliveau, yeah.
My mom met John Béliveau, and she said when you talk to him,
he's a gentleman. Not
only is he a gentleman, but no one else is there. You are in a bubble with Jean Béliveau. No one else distracts him. You are the focus, and he makes you feel like you're the most important person in the room. That.
From I've seen archives of him play, but also the stories that were especially too when he passed away a couple of years ago. He was a trooper, he was a gentleman, and he was a general too.
He
In the
was
hockey, you know what I mean?
like
So,
even Mr. Hockey himself, Gordie Howe,
yeah,
said that Jean Béliveau is hockey.
yeah. So yeah.
Everyone respected Jean Béliveau.
Yeah, he was there, and oh my god, yeah. So it's just Jean Beliveau. He's like the icon epitome. He's up there. He's like the what do you call it? The Rushmore. If you have
If you have the Rushmore of hockey, you have Jean Béliveau, Gordie Howe.
Of hockey in general?
Hockey, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, go ahead.
You have Jean Béliveau, Gordie Howe, Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
Who would be your fourth?
That's a good question. I can't. There's so many legendary hockey players, but
Joe Blake.
Yeah, I would say Jacques Plante.
Plante, even
because of what he
changed the game with
the mask. So,
but then you also have Vezina.
Yeah. Oh, Vezina.
Vezina, like,
man.
We have just the Montreal Canadiens have at least two players nominated for trophies.
Yeah.
You have the Rocket Richard for the scoring title,
Mm-hmm.
and you have the Vezina for goalies.
Yeah. I just was thinking, too, another player that I want to mention, Larry Robinson. He's probably one of the best defensive players of all time.
He is. And we could have had him as a coach.
Yeah, he should have. Yeah, man, Ken Dryden, Jean Beliveau, Guy Lafleur.
The Flower.
Yeah, the Flower.
The Flower.
The Flower.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Al, where are you DJing this weekend?
I'll be in McLean's on Thursdays or tonight. Hold on a second. Excuse me. I stepped away from the mic. So calm down.
No, I burped and tasted it, and I was like, I shouldn't have done that.
Look, I'm at McLean's on Thursdays.
So you're going to be there for the game?
Yeah, I will. God, man. I should go early to find parking.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll be there.
Where else? Anything on Friday?
Nope.
Saturday?
Nope.
Sunday?
Nope.
No, you have Scratch Fest on Sunday, no?
I already had it on yesterday.
But what about next Friday? Next Sunday?
I don't have. We only do it like once a month, but because we had two particular events. Oh, shout out to the Sunday Scratch Session crew, by the way.
Give me their stuff so I can link it.
I'll link it to you and
when you're done,
and put it on the
yes.
description.
I want to link it so that people can check it out.
Yeah, we had two particular events in September, but normally we do an event once a month at the end of the last Sunday of the month.
Okay.
So. You're tired as me, you fuck.
Dude, I flew into London yesterday, okay? Flew into Montreal from London yesterday. Of course, I'm exhausted. I can't believe I was able to do a podcast.
And what you should call in sick.
No, I couldn't call in sick. If I called in sick, I would have got yelled at by my boss.
Whatever.
Nah. Ladies and gentlemen, he is DJ Overflow. You can find all his information and where he's going to be at on his website at the www.djoverflowmtl.com.
What are your plans this weekend? Feel better at the Feel Better show?
I'm recovering from my flight. No. I don't think I have any plans. I'm going to obviously be there for the big game.
Okay.
On Thursday.
Okay. Will you watch it at McLean's?
Yeah. I'm going to be at McLean's.
We might as well just go as a date.
Ooh.
Okay. Give me a reason to go early at this.
There. We'll go as a date. You pick my ass up.
I'm not picking your ass up. Fuck. I'm not cheap. Oh, no, I am cheap.
Asshole.
Okay.
I'll buy you a beer.
I can't. Can I drink? Yeah, I can drink.
You have one beer at the beginning. You'll be fine by the end of the night.
I don't condone drinking and driving, people.
The game is usually 2 hours. One beer in 2 hours, and you're fine.
And I'm there early, too.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, but the grub. I'm going to definitely eat some food there. It's so going to be a date.
Yeah, it's a date.
It's a date.
So, yeah, going to watch the game Thursday when this drops. Friday, I'm probably going to see my family and see them after being away for the weekend.
Yeah.
Saturday, no huge plans.
Mm-hmm.
Probably cleaning, maybe go out, not sure, maybe see a movie. I did watch I watched Godzilla on the flight.
It's okay. I think it would better. I would have loved to see it in the big screen. But.
Yeah. I saw John Wick 3, Parabellum.
You like it?
Holy crap.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
I didn't see it in theaters, but I did get it online, and I watched it, and I'm like, why didn't I watch this in theaters?
Yeah, I'm disappointed I didn't see it in theaters.
So I can't wait for the fourth one. I'm definitely watching.
Oh, this movie was amazing.
Yeah.
It was a good mix of the first and second one.
Yeah.
Action above.
You can't mess with Keanu Reeves.
No.
Like,
I also
the
watched.
Reconnaissance.
Oh, he is a Renaissance man.
Yeah.
I watched Dark Phoenix. It was horrible.
Was it worth it to watch, even though it is horrible, to kind of finish it out?
I had to watch it because I wanted to see how bad it was.
Yeah.
I also watched Child's Play, the remake.
And
Wasn't bad.
okay, scary.
Not really.
Okay.
More gore scare.
How was Audrey Plaza in that movie?
She was okay. I
'Cause
couldn't buy her as a mom.
but that's the thing. I don't, because she's just so awkwardly funny.
She wasn't awkwardly funny in this.
But was she like at least a mother figure?
Kind of. It was a single mom type situation.
Okay. I still want to see it.
Watch it. It's worth it watching it.
Okay.
It doesn't obviously it doesn't stand to the original,
Yeah.
but
Different take, right?
yeah, I did like Mark Hamill's voice. It was creepy as fuck.
But you can't fuck with Mark Hamill.
No, you can't.
No.
But yeah, and Sunday I'm probably going to see my family again.
Cool.
Because it's my godson's swimming date, so he's learning to swim. So I'm going to go watch him swim.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's probably what everything's going to go. You have an idea for next week? Nope.
I never do.
Awesome. As I was saying,
But that's why I told you to write a list.
I have the list.
Okay.
We'll pick one off air,
Okay.
and then we'll at least have a week in.
But I do want to go back. Let's go mid-season report on the Habs.
Yeah, we'll do that
Yeah.
after the All-Star break.
That's it. Because
The All-Star break we'll do.
Because again, my prediction is we're gonna either just not make it or just barely make it.
Okay.
But
Mid-season.
yeah, because
decide.
again, I can't really tell how the season's going to be like in the first 20 games because again, we've gone through a winning streak in the beginning and then we just plummet down afterwards. So
Yeah. So, as I was saying, you can find everything for DJ Overflow on his website, www.djoverflowmtl.com.
I'm working on new stuff. Stop being the shit.
I look. I want another mixtape
I
out
know
of you.
everybody's asking for a new mixtape. I just need inspiration and motivation. I'm not gonna lie, it might be a tearjerker one. So
Do it.
okay.
Carlisle dropped an amazing mixtape. Not mixtape, but an LP or an EP. I'm not sure the difference.
Okay.
Recently, and it was a very emotional one, and I really connected with it.
Is it linked?
I'll put the link.
Yeah, okay,
you can find him on Spotify. I'll put his Spotify link.
Yeah,
You can
do it
check
because
him
I
out.
want to take a look and maybe I'll just.
He just dropped a banger of a song 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
I've been fucking with it all the time because it's a great song. It's really upbeat, one of his better songs. Not that he doesn't have bangers all the time, but this one is really great.
Maybe I'll do a remix.
Do it. Reach out to him, man. He would love to do stuff with you.
Oh God! Any which way for me to jam with other musicians,
International
artists.
musicians. Also, you can follow the show at Phil Better Show on all social medias. That's Twitter, that's Instagram, that's Facebook. Give us a like, give us a rating, send us some emails. I'm still waiting to receive an email. I'm getting a lot of spam. I don't know why.
Yes, let's admit that we're getting spams and not. Come on.
Yeah.
Email us, people.
At philbettershow@gmail.com. Give us a rating. Share it with your friends, please.
If for people watching the video, hey, rate my mustache.
Yes, please give us a rating on the mustache. By the way, I need to take a picture of you for the cover art. How do I turn this thing off? Ladies and gentlemen, I am Phil Better. He is DJ Overflow _MTL. I love your faces. Go see a movie.
I actually saw it between two films.
And?
Yeah, it's okay.
I thought so. All right, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night.